Good afternoon, Peru Middle School remote students. It's Mr. Storms. It's September 22nd, and I want to talk to all the remote students, the remote A students and the remote B students, about Google Meets and Zoom rules and how we're going to move forward so that we can make you as successful as possible. So what I'm talking about are middle school students who are joining the rest of the students that are here at school through either Google Meets or through a Zoom meeting that their teacher has assigned them. Just like being in school, it is important that you're on time for your class. So following your schedule and joining that meet on time. I realize that being at home, it can be a little difficult because there's other distractors there that might prevent you from joining that meet on time. But you need to be at those meetings on time because otherwise teachers are giving the directions 3 or 4 or even 5 times for students as they're joining the meeting. So joining your Google Meet on time is very important. The other thing I want to talk to students about is we're going to call it the rules or the etiquette of joining a class remotely. So middle school students must maintain or have their camera on. You may not shut your camera off to go someplace else. We're having many middle school students who are shutting their camera off, showing their Bitmoji on the screen, and then they're leaving the room, and they're not there to answer questions or to participate in the class. So the rule in our school is if you are joining a Google Meet or in a Zoom meeting, you must keep the camera on you. So you must have the camera on during your meet. The other thing I want to talk to middle school students is this is school. So in school, we have to be dressed for school. You know, I'm not asking you to get dressed up and wear a tie like I've got on today, but I am asking that you are dressed for school. You have appropriate clothes on because other people are going to see you. People need to have clothes on. We've got some people that are joining our meets without clothes on or without a shirt on. Put a shirt on and be ready for your Google Meet, because you must keep the camera on. We've got students who are leaving the meet. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have to use the bathroom at your house, then put in the chat that, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. But you need to let us know what you're doing, why you're leaving the meet. The other thing is this: the place where you can put in notes or ask questions, the chat on the side, is intended for school. It's not a place for you to be talking with your friends or talking about something that has nothing to do with the class or the topic that's going on. I just want to make sure you understand that chat is also for the teacher to answer questions. So if you've got a legitimate question, then it's important for you to get your question answered. You're more than welcome to write it in there. Or if you have to step out of the room for a minute but I think it's really important that middle school students understand this is school and I need you at those meets. And I need you present. I need you showing yourself in your camera. Because that's how we're determining attendance. If you're just coming and turning your camera off and leaving, we're not going to mark you as being present in your meeting. And we're going to call you absent for that particular class. So again, I just want to make sure all of the middle school students understand what the expectation is in a Google Meet or a Zoom meeting when you're joining in. So that's A students. If you're an A remote student, you're joining into your classroom on time on Mondays and Tuesdays. If you're a B student, you're joining in on your class with your class on Thursdays and Fridays on time. So I just want to make sure everyone hears that and understands what our rules are about Zoom and Google Meets. I hope you have a great day. And on the days you're not joining in your Google Meet, you need to be working in your Google Classroom on activities. Those days you will not have to be live with your teacher. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can send me an email.